It lasted only a few seconds. No words, no microphones, no public interaction. And yet one silent moment at Gucci Cruise 2027 completely shook the internet. As cameras flashed across the luxury venue in New York City, Zhang Linghe briefly turned his head and looked toward Tian Xiwei. That was all. But somehow, that single glance became the emotional center of the entire night. Within minutes, clips spread across social media at unbelievable speed. Fans replayed the footage over and over, trying to understand why one simple look felt so intense, so cinematic, and so impossible to forget. Because sometimes, the loudest stories are told in silence. And beneath the lights of Gucci Cruise 2027, one quiet moment suddenly became the only thing fandoms around the world could talk about. Long before the stars arrived, the atmosphere outside the Gucci venue already felt explosive. Fans lined the streets of New York holding banners, phones, and cameras high into the air. Luxury black cars moved slowly through the flashing lights while photographers prepared for one glamorous arrival after another. Everyone knew Gucci Cruise 2027 would bring together major celebrities from around the world. But nobody expected the night to become emotionally unforgettable because of two people. Then Zhang Linghe arrived. The moment he stepped out of the car wearing an elegant all-black tailored outfit, the crowd erupted instantly. His calm expression, his quiet confidence, the way he carried himself beneath the lights. Everything about his arrival felt cinematic, almost unreal. Fans online immediately began posting clips of him walking into the venue as if he were entering the final scene of a romance drama. But the atmosphere changed again only minutes later. Because Tian Xiwei appeared, the crowd reaction instantly shifted. Her entrance carried a completely different energy, graceful, soft, yet impossible to ignore. Every camera flash followed her movements. Fashion pages uploaded photos within seconds. And at first, everything seemed normal. Just another luxury celebrity event in New York City. Nobody realized yet. The most viral moment of the night still hadn't happened. Inside the venue, the Gucci event continued exactly as expected. Celebrities greeted each other. Photographers shouted directions. Music filled the glamorous space, while cameras captured every movement. Then came the moment fans can't stop replaying. In one short clip shared online, Zhang Linghe briefly turned in Tian Xiwei's direction. No dramatic reaction followed. No conversation happened publicly. Just a quiet glance. But something about that moment immediately struck people emotionally. Maybe it was the timing. Maybe it was the softness in his expression. Or maybe it was the contrast between that silent moment and the chaos surrounding them inside the venue. Whatever it was, fans noticed instantly. Within hours, the clip spread everywhere. People slowed the footage down frame by frame. They zoomed into his expression. They replayed the moment repeatedly, while emotional edits flooded social media. Comments exploded across fandom communities. He looked at her differently. Why does this feel more emotional than an actual drama scene? That one glance carried so much emotion. And perhaps the reason fans reacted so strongly is because nothing about it looked planned. It felt natural, unscripted, real. And audiences always connect deeply to moments that feel emotionally genuine. There are endless celebrity appearances every year. Red carpets, luxury campaigns, fashion events. But only a few moments stay in people's hearts long after the cameras stop recording. This became one of those moments. Because fans weren't reacting to controversy or headlines. They were reacting to emotion. Zhang Linghe's public image is usually calm and composed. But in that brief moment, many fans felt they saw a softer side of him. At the same time, Tian Xiwei appeared completely focused on the event itself, seemingly unaware that a single glance toward her would become global discussion within hours. That contrast created something unexpectedly powerful. A moment that felt human instead of performative. And fandoms can sense that immediately. That's why the clip moved far beyond Chinese entertainment spaces so quickly. International fan pages reposted it. Fashion accounts uploaded screenshots. Reaction edits appeared across TikTok, Instagram, and drama forums almost overnight. Soon, people weren't discussing the Gucci collection anymore. They weren't discussing the venue. They were discussing that glance. Because somehow, two people managed to steal the spotlight in a room filled with global celebrities without saying a single word. And that silence made everything feel even more emotional. As the night continued, the emotional reactions only became bigger. More photos surfaced online. Different camera angles revealed the same moment from multiple perspectives. Each new clip triggered another wave of discussion. Fans added emotional music to edits. Comment sections became filled with theories, reactions, and emotional interpretations. One viral comment spread rapidly across social media. Some chemistry is louder than dialogue. And honestly, that perfectly described why people couldn't stop talking about them. Because what fans connected to wasn't simply visual chemistry. It was emotional atmosphere. The feeling that something sincere appeared for just 1 second beneath all the luxury, cameras, and celebrity glamour. Even fashion commentators admitted that online attention toward Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei had started overshadowing much of the actual event coverage. That's how powerful fandom emotion can become. One glance suddenly transformed into a shared global experience. And once audiences emotionally attach themselves to a moment like that, the internet never truly lets it disappear. Perhaps the reason this moment touched so many people is because it felt unfinished. There was no dramatic conclusion, no official interaction, no clear explanation, just silence. And sometimes silence creates stronger emotions than words ever could. Fans weren't told what to think. They simply felt something while watching that moment unfold. Maybe it was comfort. Maybe it was admiration. Maybe it was simply two people existing naturally within the same space. But whatever fans saw in that brief glance, it created an emotional reaction impossible to fake. That's why people kept replaying the clip long after the Gucci event ended. Because in a world filled with staged moments and carefully controlled celebrity appearances, this felt unexpectedly real. The lights eventually dimmed. Guests slowly left the venue. New York returned to normal. But online, the moment kept growing larger. One look, one pause, one silent second that somehow made millions of people stop scrolling and feel something at the exact same time. And maybe that is why this Gucci Cruise 2027 moment will not be forgotten anytime soon. After watching that unforgettable moment from Gucci Cruise 2027, why do you think one silent glance from Zhang Linghe toward Tian Xiwei affected so many fans around the world so deeply? Was it simply a passing moment beneath the New York lights? Or did that single look carry emotions words could never fully explain?